Welcome back to another episode of what every cruiser wants. And this week I have 3 new cruise comments for you guys. And today we're going to be covering a range of topics. Key cards versus the Medallion. Why can't I get my coffee any earlier? And why didn't the cruise lines call NASA and tell them that was just the wrong time? So Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, so let's jump right in with our first comment this week, and it's going to be on a subject that I think we've talked about before, we've mentioned before, other people have brought up in discussions before, and it's going to be about the good old-fashioned key cards versus the new Medallion technology. So let's take a look at this comment. We cruise Carnival Cruise Lines with our grandkids. DH and I are blank members with blank. We get awesome wristbands for cabin door entry, casino and embarkation and disembarkation. Researching online, the only cruise company not to be in 2022, and the technology that is available is you guys. My husband and I love them when walking around the ship. We don't have to worry about bringing our cards. This is especially helpful as being a girl, sometimes outfits don't have pockets. This is something that you should poll on. My guess is that if a choice were offered by Carnival, most normal people would opt for a wristband. Alright, so the question is, are you a normal person? Do you want a wristband or do you want a key card? Now, Carnival is not the only cruise lines that still uses key cards, and as a matter of fact, Princess is the only cruise line that I'm aware of that uses the Medallion technology. Now, there may be some others out there, and I've just very possible, I don't know about them, but to my knowledge, Princess is the one that uses the Medallion technology, not all other cruise lines. I know we've been on Disney, we've been on Royal, we've been on Carnival. They have all been key cards. I understand there's some people that love the Medallion technology. They think it's great. It's the best new innovation out there. But I also know from reading the comments that go along with these type of comments, if you go look at what other people answer to that, apparently most people are not normal, I guess, because the love of the key card is still there. It exists. Tons and tons of people are happy and love their key cards and don't necessarily want to go to the Medallion technology. It's not their first choice. But you guys let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Are key cards better? Are Medallion type technology better? Or are you just happy to cruise like I am? Next up, we got opening times on board cruise ships. Do you guys think that on some of the cruise ships that some things open later than they really should? And would you be happier if they opened early, particularly to get that first cup of specialty coffee in the morning? Well, let's take a look at this comment. Hey, I want to know why you're not listening. Why do we have to wait until 7 in the morning to get breakfast? And why is the coffee cafe also not open before 7? On the Mardi Gras now, it's 6:30. At least half of the ship is up and looking for breakfast. Why does everything open so late? Alright, so what do you guys think? Do you think things open up too late in the mornings on cruise ships? And would you like to see them open up a little bit earlier? So of course you can go down earlier than that and get yourself just a regular cup of coffee. They are specifically talking about the specialty coffee shop, not just your regular cup of coffee. You can get a glass of water, you can get a glass of, whatever provided juice they may have on board that particular ship. You can do those items before 7. And while I may not agree necessarily with the tone of how some of these comments are written, I can agree and do agree with the fact that there are some things on Carnival ships in particular I think should open up a little bit earlier. Take me, for example. I do not like coffee. Not a coffee drinker. Have never been a coffee drinker. Those provided juices on board the ship, not really to my taste either. I just don't care for them all that much. So what I like to normally do is go down and get something to drink from the bar, or maybe an energy drink, which you can get from the specialty coffee shop. And yes, if I get up super early in the morning and I did not remember to get something the night before, I have to wait till something opens on board Carnival in order to get that. So yeah, I can kind of think that maybe they should open up a little earlier, or some type of option that opens earlier for everybody on the ship that doesn't necessarily want the provided item. So yeah, I can kind of agree with that, But like always, I want to throw that out to you guys. Do you think things should open up earlier on board the cruise ships? Are you good with the times that they open up now? Or does this just not play at all into your cruise experience? All right, and finally, our third comment. Now this one should make you laugh. This should kind of just make you wonder what some people are thinking, how do they think the world really works, versus the reality of how things actually work. But let's go ahead and read this one, and hopefully you guys get a laugh out of it just like I did. We are sailing this Saturday from Port Canaveral on the Carnival Mardi Gras. There is a rocket launch of the Artemis 1. 2 million people are expected to be there and see the launch. How are we going to get to the ship? Why has Carnival not either asked NASA to do this when there are no cruises leaving? My sister called Carnival and tried to cancel. We were told there would be penalties and we would lose our onboard credits too. This is very bad planning. This is stressful and Carnival does not care. Something you need to do for all of us. So, first question out there is, do any of y'all believe that NASA schedules a rocket launch and any of the cruise lines can call up NASA and say, hey NASA, y'all gonna need to scrub that mission because we have a cruise ship going out today? Who thinks that the cruise lines have the audacity to do it and that NASA's gonna go, oh, my bad, we'll move it to Sunday? Does anybody think that's a possibility? Does anybody have any question as to whether this person is honestly living in reality, believing that Carnival can tell NASA what to do? Now, especially for a rocket launch that didn't even happen that day. It's been scrubbed, twice since then? And they still haven't even set this thing off. They haven't even launched it yet, which means that it is going to continue to put people around the Port Canaveral area on a scheduled launch day that is going to cause delays to the cruise ships. But unfortunately, good, bad, like it, dislike it, that's just the way it's going to happen. Cruise lines have no authority over NASA, and NASA's going to do what NASA does, and the cruise lines are going to work around it. That's just the way it is. But let me know what you guys think below. Should the cruise lines call NASA and let them know that, hey, let's move that to a different day because we got the Mardi Gras going out today, and well, you know that. And that's going to be our video for today of what every cruiser wants. If you have enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so. Helps this channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video just like this one here today. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day and a really great weekend. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.